I just put Aussie pickup.
I think you spelled it wrong. It says puck up on it.
No.
I like it. So we're building the puck up truck right now. I was like, does it say puck up? Sure does. That's what happens when you edit at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
That's life. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Keith here, Jesse on the camera. Tonight on the bench we have, did we name this yet? Round 2 on our Ute build. We did some thinking, some pondering. We're going to cut up some more frame pieces, make it work. Let's run you guys through that. So, kind of have it sitting on blocks mocked up, but we want the bed to sit just a little bit higher, as it would not be directly onto the bed. Wouldn't be directly onto the chassis, just like your pickup truck or whatever you have out in your driveway if you have one. So we're actually going to cut out this chunk of frame, which has these 2 holes. I have 2 of them. So we're going to cut out 2 of them, which have these 2 holes, which is nice because they are wider than the chassis enough where we can cut this off, bolt this to the bottom of the bed, get that lined up really nicely, and then we will weld these to this chassis. And then we can unbolt the bed, take that off, clean it up, paint it, make it look all pretty. And that way it is removable without just welding it directly like you know I want to do, because it's easy, but it's not right, and we don't do that. We only full-ass things around here. Right, Jesse?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a quick update. I am going to go and do that, and when we come back, we're going to quickly be mounting the bed onto that. Okay guys, we got those 2 frame pieces cut, mounted, and bolted through. We use gold hardware because it's just what we had on hand. I'm going to switch it all to black hardware when we're done. I also, get that to sit back up there. Got the cross members for the frame welded in. We used 3/16 steel rod, welded it in. Looks nice, looks good. Clears the rear pumpkin, obviously, but we're never going to tuck it that low. Okay, now the hard part is lining this all up and making it, get out of the way, making it super square and super straight. It's a block set up here. So we're going to go ahead, I've already gone ahead and sanded and got everything clean and ready for welding. I just need to get my wheel alignment perfect and measured in. And then, like I said, we're going to weld those pieces of frame to the top of this piece of frame, and then we have access to the 3mm nylock nuts and bolts. We can pull them off, take the bed off if ever need be. So I'm going to weld that up. We're going to flip it over. We'll throw the body onto it. I don't know what happened, but it ended up looking like one of those weird Brazilian Volkswagen delivery trucks. You seen those things? The trucks with the beds like 18 feet in the air. Get like 58 leaf springs on them. But anyhow, bed is solid. That sounds really good, actually. Hell, I'm impressed with that. Very well, solid, bolted on, welded. We are going to take the bolts off, finish weld it, all that fun stuff, clean it up, sand down the back, and paint it. We will give you an update on how that all looks before we put it together, so you're not thinking we're just sitting here lying to you. We did get the front ugly, big old denture part of that body cut off, because we don't want that. Look at that. We're almost there. Woo. Body needs to come down. How far is that? One of these. It's going to come down my finger. A little bit more than the finger height. I'd say 12 mil, half inch, in around that range. Half inch more. So that's going to be basically trim this jabroni baloney stuff out, take these bolts out on the top for these leg covers, and that should get us right down to where we want to be. But that's going to be in the next video. Today was pretty much a lot of time that our wives give us was used for getting this mounted onto the truck. Next week we're going to get the body and the front bumper on. Week after that, electronic package on it and get it going. We're going to go with our Fusion SE 2-in-1 1800 kV, maybe a 12. It doesn't really need to have the spice of an 18. $2,300?
Yes.
Okay, 2,300. Jesse says the man has spoken. But anyhow, yeah. So servo, motor, all that stuff. 3 more videos. Stay tuned.
Leaf springs.
Oh yes, sorry, forgot the most important part here that we keep kind of ducking and dodging. I got the leaf springs at Amazon today. We're gonna make the brackets for the F10T axles. Oh yeah, there's another video there. We're gonna put all the axles, fancy hardware stuff in. But one of my friends, Gordon at the Drift Track, told me that Power Hobbies actually bought the rights from whatever company was making them, and I could order them in aluminum and brass from Eliminator RC and save me a bunch of headache and baloney. So I love support local. We got them to order a set yesterday, one of these days this week, of the rear brass leaf spring mount for the F10T. So that's going to save us some dicking around, a couple hours, have to make the brackets and direct fit bolt on. Then we can put the leaves in. That will be a fun video showing you guys how we're going to make that all work. We can get the ride height of this truck down to where it should be sitting. We want it to be scale but yet still functional. A scaled but functional truck like this is going to have tire rub. So I know there's a lot of haters out there that say if it has tire rub it ain't scale, and you are completely wrong. Tire rub is the most scale thing you can have on a vehicle. I think that's actually why I bought things like the UDR and stuff like that, just because it tucks a tire and rubs on the fenders. It's great. It's great. But anyhow, that's enough of me talking nonsense. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers.